Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts today. And all week, as we finish up the month of June, we're going to share with you some new income exploding steps that will help you get to the top of your business on LinkedIn and Facebook. And as we've been talking about for the last 60 days, LinkedIn is going through some major changes as a result of the wave of network marketers that are just jumping into LinkedIn. Never before has LinkedIn experienced this kind of growth, and the end result has been, because so many people are looking at this whole process as being an invitation to just connect with people and hit them with their promotional piece, that LinkedIn is changing the entire process in an effort to keep their subscribers happy. We're going to share with you some things that are happening in the background, and the good news is, when you follow my steps, when you follow my scripts, when you follow the overall strategy process of connecting with people, you're above it. You won't be restricted by LinkedIn. You won't experience a lot of the things that they're being forced to do because of the bad actions of other network marketers. Now, there are new recruiting texting tactics that we're going to be sharing in our upcoming boot camps that will help you increase the numbers of people that you can talk to. Increase the numbers of people that you can bring into your business. Now, with 772 million professional users on LinkedIn, LinkedIn is one huge big bowl of candy of prospects. People that you can be talking to. Unfortunately, LinkedIn is no longer a secret. And as a result, while LinkedIn has become Facebook for professionals, it's being used and abused by a lot of people. LinkedIn will become your favorite social network. And these are going to be game-changing tactics that will produce immediate results for you. Immediate. So you'll know in advance who to talk to and who to ignore. You'll know in advance how to communicate with your hot prospects at your convenience. Texting is going to give you plenty of time to think about what to say, follow the scripts, or follow the messages that you get. Every time you ask a question, there are going to be all kinds of opportunities to ask another question, and those opportunities are going to come right out of the answer that you got to your last question. You can dazzle your prospects with these proven scripts. Now, we're giving you all 19 simple actions that will start a conversation on. 8 of them are on LinkedIn. 11 of them are on Facebook. Now, first, what LinkedIn is doing, okay, is when people go and register for LinkedIn now for Sales Navigator, they're raising their price from $79. They're going up to $99 a month after the free month offer. And that's huge. When you reach out and look to connect with people, you're being prompted to try their Sales Navigator, which frankly is a phenomenal tool when used correctly. But this, my friends, is what you have to deal with. Someone sends a message, and this is the first message after the connection request was accepted. So Willie sends this: I operate a business financing firm. And when the message came up, you could respond with a click, thanks, will do, thanks, or thank you. But this conversation has been moved to spam. You will not see notifications nor be able to respond unless you move it to your inbox. So let's look at the rest of this. Here's another one. You accept the message, and now you have an opportunity. You could accept it, or you can decline it. And so look what JP is doing. Sending a link in an initial message, again, is against the rules. And you have an opportunity to accept it or decline it. LinkedIn is changing, and you have to change with it. But everything that we're teaching you is under the guidelines of LinkedIn. So you will never have to deal with it. You'll never have to experience it. But with roughly 9 million professionals using it or jumping into it every month, we can understand now why LinkedIn raising the price. Still, try it out for a month. Decline it a couple of days before they're going to bill you. And we're seeing examples where people are being offered a month or two at half price. People are still being offered an extra month free. But at the end of the day, it's always going to come down to one thing. It's always going to come down to conversation. Simple actions. 8 on LinkedIn. And the happy holiday script is still in effect. On Sunday, we had Father's Day. And probably Monday, Tuesday, and even tomorrow are still opportunities for you to restart a conversation. At this point in time, it's going to be, how did you celebrate Father's Day? Same thing on Facebook. The holiday strategy is probably one of the most effective strategies we've ever created. Now, on the left, on Facebook, you're going to notice in the text area, you have GIFs. And if you click on that, Facebook has GIFs right there that once you type Happy Father's Day in the window up here, it'll bring up GIFs that you can use. LinkedIn has the same thing. As I said, LinkedIn is starting to look more like Facebook. A great strategy would be to jump on the internet, okay, jump on the internet, do a search, and then type in GIF. Hit the enter key. Go over here to images and get your own. Get your own. So they're going to be different. And let me get one that's moving. There we go. Save it on your computer and then upload it. Now, as long as we're here, we got the 4th of July coming up in a week. And up at the top, you've got all kinds of different ones. Let's go with fireworks. Download this, save this on your computer, and then you can send it to your prospects to start conversations. How does that work? Take your mouse, do not copy it from over here on the left. Over here on the right, find the image you want, right click, save the image as on your computer, and put it in a place I'm going to put it in one place, my motivational covers. Save it. Then I can go over here on LinkedIn. Sign into my account. Go over here, pick up the person. So let's see here. I just got this from Jennifer. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Happy belated Father's Day. See, you can do this. I had an amazing thing happen to me today, and I just had to share it with you. A guy found me by Googling my business and decided to call, left a message asking if I was hiring solar installers. I called him back 10 minutes later and said how I'm an independent consultant, and he immediately asked if I knew of any local solar companies hiring. And this is where the magic happened because of what I've learned from you. I asked him what he did before his current job that he's looking to leave, and boy, oh boy, the information he volunteered was gold. I listened, then asked better and better questions with each answer, and the conversation flowed like I was talking to a friend. When I felt I had the right information, I asked him if he was open to taking a look at solar power sales. He said yes. Here's my email as well, and we set up a time later tonight for me to show him the business. This is the way it works. This is the way it works. And one of the things that you need to do, of course, is notice you said at the beginning, a guy found me on Google. So you need to make sure that your profiles are open so people can find you on the search engines. Now, if we wanted to send Jennifer a happy 4th of July, come over here to the GIF, type in happy 4th of July, And we have a number of GIFs, a number of images. Pop that in there. Or, because these are the options that people have on Google. I'm sorry, on LinkedIn. So you come over here, and you pull up the ones that you get off the internet and send them. And they're going to be different. They're going to be better. Again, it's all about the conversations that you're having. Now, let me come back over here. This is the way you communicate with people. You still have maybe one more day to use the Father's Day one. Links, in addition of adding video and GIF features to their live chat feature, is going to enable you to get immediate results from your prospects. You can do 99% of your prospecting, recruiting, and business building activities from your mobile phone. And sharing a video, an emoji, a GIF, a moving image, and pictures when communicating with your prospects is going to generate immediate results. Adding animated content to your messages is just one way to impress your connections and showcase your social networking expertise. A GIF, a moving image, draws attention, so people are much more likely to answer your messages. The frequent use of GIFs in your messages on LinkedIn and Facebook makes you stand out from the crowd, makes people smile, and makes them respond faster. Now, I'm going to come over here. We have opened up registration for our July boot camp. The good news is you don't have to wait until July 8th to get started. We're going to give you access to our June boot camp so you can get going. Every boot camp session has different content than the previous month's boot camp, but this is going to get you started. And then on the 8th, we'll jump in. We'll start working with everybody. Now, what I want to show you here is if we go, the texting scripts has been updated, and we're in the process of having to update the checklist because LinkedIn and Facebook have made so many changes. But if we come over to this document, we've added a few new examples. Now, we have updated your initial LinkedIn and Facebook text messages. The number of success questions has been increased from 12 to 16. And we're breaking down out of the 19 actions, 8 actions for LinkedIn, 11 actions for Facebook. And I want to bring you down here. Whoops. To some new examples. Now, these are case studies. This one here, we have so much in common. A is when you're talking to somebody that has, frankly, a negative attitude about network marketing, and B, someone that doesn't know much about it. But this one here, how to show another network marketer your business, is the way it's supposed to be done. So Bob, we've named Bob Michael, and we've named Cindy Janet. So Bob reaches out to Janet. Your page come up on LinkedIn. I'd like to add you to my network. She writes back right away, absolutely. And then it starts off with a form of the icebreaker. It's nice to connect with you. I've made some amazing new friends this way. How long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? Well, I've only been on here for about a month, and I've made great connections, and I'm looking to forward my career, and this is just a platform to do it. All right? It's not, let me tell you who I am and how I can help you. I've got something that if you're looking to forward your career, this could be, no. You learn about the person. So we've expanded this next one. I've been on here for several years, and ever since Microsoft purchased LinkedIn, they've added so many of Facebook's most popular features that it's become Facebook for professionals. I'm having so much fun on here networking with other people that's becoming addicting. What do you do? What do you do is always the first question. Now, we've added something to this, which is I'm having so much fun here networking with other people that's becoming addicting. And we've added the line, and I am getting slammed with messages from so many people that are trying to sell me things. And then what do you do? And she said, yeah, I love networking with people. I'm training store manager for a retail chain. I'm exploring other avenues as I'm looking to advance my career, possibly human resources. Now, it only takes 5 minutes of back and forth communication with people to make this work. And yet, there are people that are just slamming things right out. Hey, let me tell you what I do. Click on this link, blah, 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 blah. And LinkedIn, as we showed you, is now taking the steps to actually, if enough people complain about the messages you're sending, this is what's going to happen. Okay? This conversation has been moved to spam. You'll not see notifications nor be able to respond unless you decide to put it in your inbox. So we started, I sent this to a good friend, thought you'd appreciate it. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And then we paid her a compliment. You know, you got a very impressive work history with the last 2 companies you work for. Now with your passion, and this was pulled right out of her profile, with your passion for working with people, your management skills, and training experience, I would think that there are many companies that would love to hire you. Why would you consider working in HR? What other things are you considering? And she writes back almost right away, I'm actually open to a lot of different positions. Thank you for asking. I'm very passionate about being able to provide for my family and to keep my career progression going at the same time. Honestly, I'm excited to try something new and learn more. I would also love a career that enables me to spend more precious time with my children. Ask the questions, sit back, and start a conversation instead of following an agenda that may work for you 1 out of 50 times, but when you do it correctly, it can work for you 1 out of 10 times. And so I just sent this to a new friend and thought it fit your situation. And suddenly you just know it's time to start something new and trust in the magic of beginnings. So you go on Google and you pull up motivational quotes about starting something new. And again, she writes back, thank you for being so kind. So then we typed, you know, there are all kinds of opportunities out there that would enable you to continue doing the things that you enjoy doing, and then we pulled it off of her profile. Teaching, training, managing teams, and working from home, so you can spend more time with your children. In fact, now we've got our transition. Many of the people that I work with on LinkedIn have launched a new career doing it. Would you like to know more about it? And she said, sounds interesting. Tell me more. Now that we've determined an interest, I'd be delighted to tell you it would all fit your boxes, enable you to be at home with your kids. What do you know about the network marketing business model? So she writes back, MLM, I've got an online business, Cotton and Thistle, that uses the model. Well, I'd never heard of it. So I wrote, huh? We're using an emoji, a GIF. I'd never heard of that one. And then we wrote, I'm not surprised that you have a side business. What do you sell? So she apologized. I was texting you while I was at work. I was just wondering if you're just talking about multi-level marketing. I sell leather, acrylic, wood, earrings, and jewelry, as well as magnetic lampshades. I'm all ears. It's on Facebook. I've learned so much about networking with my business. Now, once you know the name of the company and what she's selling, you have a better idea as to whether or not there's a fit. Now, we know so she's familiar with MLM. So I was talking about multi-level. How long have you been in the business? I've had it for almost 2 years. I made some good money when the pandemic hit. So we wrote, I'm sure that you did. So many people were forced to stay at home, couldn't go to work, wanted to make money at home. My business exploded in the past year. So as just about every network marketing company out there, what prompted you to get into the business? And so she writes back, one of my previous employees at Red Robin introduced me. She was one of my hostesses. For me, the business died down a little bit, but I love it, and I post on there every day. I still have a bit of residual income, which is great. So we type, residual income is what attracts everyone to network marketing. What other companies have you worked with? So now she comes back, well, my MLM is Forever for Keeps and Tory Bell. My brick and mortar are Red Robin and my day job. Well, it was late. This was a live conversation going back and forth. It was 11 o'clock. We had just finished up our Monday night Ask Max session. So I typed, it's 11 p.m. here, 8 where you are. My wife says I'm addicted to being on LinkedIn. And while I'd enjoy continuing our chat, I have an early appointment with a vet because some of my cattle are due to drop babies, so I have to end this soon. What time does your day start? So she said, okay, tomorrow. And then she goes, I love that you have a ranch. Those are my goals. So what do we know about her? We know she's a manager in a place that is looking for something else to do that'll give her more time with her kids. We know she's in network marketing. And now she says, those are my goals. Well, a goal without a plan is only a dream. So we put in here, again, compliments, genuine compliments pay big dividends. You're one of the most ambitious women I've met on here lately. If your goal is to have a ranch, then why do you want one? What are your other goals? So she writes, because I want to wake up and have my animals at my fingertips. I want my daughter to also have that luxury. I don't have to pay horse board anymore as well. To finish paying off my debt, to buy a house with my family we'll be proud of, with 4 bedrooms and some acreage for our ranch, not to stress over money. Tell my kids, start with a good financial knowledge and a head start. By the way, thanks for asking. When you talk to someone and you ask questions, and the questions are focused on them, at the end of the conversation, they're going to say, they really appreciate talking to you. So we wrote, well, you're welcome. I found that the best way to get to know more about someone is to ask questions. And then we gave her this post. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. And then we added, I'm curious, many people today get into network marketing with the goal to make a big enough stream of residual income so they can quit their job and live the life of their dreams. Do you think that you could do that with Forever for Keeps if you put more time and energy into it? And again, she comes back with, great question. I was putting a lot more of my time in it Forever for Keeps, and the most sales I had got to about $3,000 a month. I then found it challenging to keep asking ladies to host earring parties. The lashes was a bit different as their quality waxed and waned. My dream, yes, was to quit Starbucks But I was constantly on my phone, and the benefits weren't anywhere close to what I'm earning now. Sorry for the bad grammar. I just got home, and I open up tomorrow, so it's 3:20 in the morning. Now, this isn't a back and forth. It's a message sent, read, and then responded to maybe a couple of hours later, maybe a day later. So we typed, that's early. I haven't met many people that get out of bed before me. It's good practice for you when you have your ranch, though, LOL. And then we sent her another image. The plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. And now, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to explain to her that she's involved with a party plan type of a business. Number one, go to someone's house, bring them into your business, and then they host parties, bring people to the home. The other thing is, she's selling things that people don't buy month after month after month. We don't buy jewelry every month. We don't buy earrings every month. So if you're in a company that has a product or a service that people are going to consume month after month after month after month, that's where your growing stream of residual income comes from. So we typed, I found that there's a big difference between party plan companies like Forever for Keeps and network marketing companies that offer a wide range of popular products that appeal to a wide market of people and are ordered on a monthly basis. And this is all copy and paste stuff. Network marketing companies today can all be built on the internet, so it's easy to build a large business. Then we added, one of my mentors once told me that if you work with a network marketing company that has products that appeal to the masses, you can live with the upper classes. So how long has it been since you actively tried making money with Forever for Keeps? She goes, well, I've made money every month since I started with For Keeps. About 6 months ago was when I was selling $1,000 plus a month. Again, the liberal use of posts. Teamwork is the ability to work together and toward a common vision. The ability to direct individual accomplishments towards organizational objectives is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. This was a quote from Andrew Carnegie. Use these motivational messages. Thrive on the use of posts. Now, I'm really surprised. I'm not really surprised that you are. I made money. Not surprised that you're making money. You strike me as someone that would accomplish any goal that you set for yourself. Leaders in network marketing make enough money in their business so they don't have to do anything else, but it takes a team of people to do that. Your passion for teaching and training people would enable you to build a large enough team in your business so you could quit your job, buy your farm, and live the life of your dreams. And if you decide you want to buy some cattle or need advice on running the farm, I'd be happy to answer your questions and help you avoid the common mistakes people make when they first get started. So the question is, do you think it's possible to do that in Forever for Keeps? If so, how long do you think it's going to take you? So again, she comes, I love that you're so kind. There aren't many people like you. There aren't many people like you. Now, you have to understand that this woman is being slammed by those other types of messages that we show. Not from him. And so, when we send a message, she responds pretty quickly. And so she writes, I love that you're so kind. There aren't many people like you. That's my dream. If I could just find a way to get it done that makes sense. All right? So we wrote back, I hope you had a nice weekend. While I love 3-day holiday weekends, when you own a farm, you'll learn that your animals still have to be fed every day. LOL. And then, now whether you have a website or anything else. You want to set the people you're talking to up so that they want to know more about what you're doing. Achieving success in network marketing today, however, is a team effort where you're working with someone that is truly dedicated to helping you build an enthusiastic team, which you need to be successful in this business. Finally, it's critically important that you're promoting something that people consume on a daily basis so you're assured of having a growing monthly stream of residual income. The most successful people in network marketing today, people making high 6- and 7-figure incomes, all devote much of their time to developing people and coaching them to be successful in their business and in life. Thanks to social networks like LinkedIn and Facebook, it's possible to build a fast-growing team in an hour or two a day to start. You also need good online tools that everyone on your team can use to show the business to others. Good online tools ensure duplication down through your organization. And as your team grows, you'll be spending much more than an hour or two a day, but you'll be making enough money to quit your job and start shopping for your farm. Now here's the strategy. When we first connected on LinkedIn, I never realized how much we have in common. Neither did I know that you already achieved some success in MLM. Would you like to know more about the company that I work with and how we can work together to help you achieve your goals faster? And then we center this little Walt Disney World. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. So, sure, I'm all ears. Now, 4 or 5 days later, we send this. I knew you'd be interested in this. And I'm delighted to share the information about my company and our products with you because I'm confident you're going to love them. And when you understand the compensation plan of the company, you'll see a much faster path to making enough money to achieve your goals. So what are we doing here? We've learned enough about her, so now we can show her exactly how she could benefit working with Bob. I'm working with a company called Modere that's been in business for over 30 years. The company manufactures, and this is where you'd put in the information about your company. It's been in business for over 30 years. The company manufactures a wide range of beauty, personal care, anti-aging, nutrition, and weight loss products that most women love when they try them. Once people try them, they'll love them and continue to reorder them every month. That builds a growing stream of residual income for you. Now, as a direct result, this is where you put in your story. As a direct result of using our products, I've recently lost 5 pounds, feel 10 years younger, have the energy of a 30-year-old, which really helps when I have to do ranch chores. LOL. My wife recently lost 10 pounds and says the skincare products have taken 10 years off her face. Now, as I mentioned earlier, while it's important to be passionate about the company and their products, it's also important that you work with someone in the company that's very successful. They should be dedicated to helping you build and train your team. Now, when I chose to get into Modere, I actually shopped for my sponsor and initially reached out to the top leader in the company who agreed to work with me. I mean, think about what happens. People get into a network marketing company because a friend shows it to them, but their friend doesn't know how to build the business. 6 months later, 4 months later, their friend quits the business and they got nobody to work with, nobody to help. She's not only the top leader in the company, she's an icon in the industry. This is where we edify our upline, and one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. She's helping me build my team, and when you join our business, she'll be working directly with you to help you build theirs. So what he does is, her name is, her LinkedIn profile is here. If you looked her up on Google, you'll understand why I'm so excited and blessed to be working directly with her. Once you get to know her, you're going to love working with her. Now, there are a lot of companies out there with good products, but having good products is only part of what anyone needs to be successful in network marketing. You also need a simple way to demonstrate the business and products online to your prospects. Having great online tools and a simple system that's easily duplicated by everyone that is a must when considering a business to work with. The system that I use eliminates the needs for home parties, chasing family and friends, no buying leads, no advertising, and you don't have to spend hours on the phone chasing prospects, which is what she was complaining about. Now, you could learn more about my company, show her the system. And then we use the project launch script. We threw in her sponsor's name. Margie and I are launching a special project to work with 2 people on LinkedIn with your level of experience managing people, teaching, training, and team building, and help them go to the top of our company by the end of September. June, July, August, September, 4 months. We're going to show you how you can initially build your business online in a few hours a day. When would be the best time for me and me and Margie to get together on a Zoom to learn all the details. This is the way it works. This is the way it works. And now, Pete Olson was a student of mine about 12 years ago. His upline was one of my coaching students, brought Pete into his business, and they were building the Numis network. They sold silver. And using my scripts, he rose to the top of the company in 4 months. And when the Numis network became part of World Ventures, they went from selling silver to travel. Pete didn't want to do that, so he found another company selling gold and silver, and he's now the top distributor in the company, believes passionately in what he's doing, and he is actively promoting, telling everybody in his company, hey, you got to get on Max's program.
Hey Max, it's Pete Olson. I wanted to take a couple minutes, give you a shout out for your amazing Endless Free Leads program. As you know, I'm the number one money earner globally in Mint Builder, number one recruiter, and I couldn't have done that without your Endless Free Leads program. And as you know, we go back to when I was in the Numis days, and your program was introduced to me way back in 2012. And within a 4-month period, I rose to the top of the company. I have unleashed your programs on my entire company. Very excited to say that dozens have already come into your boot camp. And what's so incredible about it is that these people now are going to be able to recruit where they never were able to before. They can do it in an hour a day from their home with their phone or their laptop, and just have conversations that you teach. It literally is revolutionary, but yet it's so simple. You know, you could teach a kindergartner to do it. I mean, my gosh, I was in Las Vegas for a week partying and the whole 9 yards. And while I was there, I recruited 4 people while I was on vacation. I mean, it was that easy. It's eliminated people having to have people traipsing through their living room with home parties. It's eliminated the hotel rallies and the meeting at Starbucks. You know, the stay-at-home mom. Anybody can just do it, hour a day, and they will absolutely blow up their business and become 6-figure earners in their company if they go to your boot camp and get your Endless Free Leads.
Now, Pete sends me this. Max, I had a good question today from one of my downline, and he asked, why is it better to go through a dance with the prospect with all the 12 success questions that could span days or weeks to get through it all, versus just asking, Bob, are you keeping your options open to making money if it doesn't interfere with what you're currently doing? He said, isn't that faster? More direct and to the point, and you get a yes or no right away as if they're open or not. I thought that was a great question. And then he continues, said, I think I already know your answer. I think your answer is because when you take the time to dance with someone, you're qualifying them, and you'll have a better chance of them saying yes to looking at your opportunity than if you just ask that one question directly. I think also you would say that it doesn't matter how long it takes to get through the questions. If you have enough conversations going, your pipeline is full, and the conversations will finish when they finish. And when your pipeline is full, you'll get more yeses to looking at your opportunity. And of course, with more people looking at your opportunity, the more closes you will have. Am I right on that? And he is 100% right. The more selective you are about who you ultimately talk to your business about, the more successful you're going to be. I hope to see all of you in our next boot camp.